呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 21 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We're continuing this Yogyo to Sakabachi, this small fry and reverse punishment. This is round 3, part 3. We see this teacher dude, the first level sorcerer that's been coaching Itadori. And where are we? We're in the sewers. 好きの反対は無関心なんて初めに言った人はちゃんと地獄に落ちたでしょうか? Okay. As for the person that said for the first time something like whatever this is, hantai. As for love of the opposite, or as for like of the opposite, which I think is what hantai is. Yeah, love of opposition. As for that, it is mukanshin. It's not unempathetic. Mukanshin. Okay, I need to restart Z kanji. Sorry. It was giving me an error, which is never good. It just needs restarting. Just needs restarting. There it is. Okay. Where were we? Hantai. Opposition. Okay. And then we're at mukanshin. Yeah, apathy. Hey, have a good one, Kylan. Thanks for hanging out. Mukanshin. Okay. Okay. So, as for the person again that first said something like, as for the love of opposite, it's apathy. Or as for the opposite of liking, it's apathy. As for that person, properly in hell fell, don't you think? Jikoku ni ochiru. I don't know if that's an actual phrase. Okay, no. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, let's just go with that. Wowzers. Yeah, we're back with this group here, talking in the sewers. So that's one of them is talking. 悪意を持って人と関わることが関わらないより正しいなんてありえない. Okay, they're holding something here. It's kind of hard to tell what it is. People like holding or harboring evil intent or like hatred. Hakawaru. To be concerned with. So, like, I guess the event of being concerned with people holding or harboring ill intent or evil intent more than not being concerned with is correct, or being correct is arianai, which is impossible. Is it a cursed object? It could be. Yeah, maybe we'll find out. Okay, so it's impossible or unlikely that it's correct that being concerned about people harboring ill intent is like better than not being concerned about that. The English went with, there's no way that hating people is better than feeling indifferent towards them. There's no way that hating people is better than feeling indifferent towards them. So meaning it's better to feel indifferent towards them. So again, if we look at what this says, like being concerned about people who harbor ill intent, the English translated that as hating people. More than not being concerned, meaning being indifferent. Being correct, it's impossible. Okay, whatever. 好きの反対は嫌い. As for the opposite of liking, it's hatred. Des. Okay, so that's linking back to this, which is the opposite of liking is indifference. So here he's saying the opposite of liking is hatred, or not liking. These are typically paired, right? They often get paired as love and hate, but it's more about like likable and unlikable or detestable. 日本人って好きですよね? Talking about Japanese people, like it's liking, like I like Japanese people. 好きですよね? シンプルな答えを複雑にして越に浸るの. Oh, okay. A simple response, making it complicated, being pleased with, or what does etsu here mean? Yeah, joyfully. Joyfully hitaru. Hitame. No, hitaru. Yeah, okay. Talking about Japanese, it's a liking thing, or yeah, it's some. I think this is really more about like it's what the Japanese like to do. Being soaked in joy at making a simple answer complicated. So, again, going back to this, that's what he's talking about. And saying like, no, the opposite of liking is not liking or being detestable. Okay, so this guy has been talking the whole time. みんな言葉遊びが好きなのさ. Everybody wordplay likes. Everyone loves to do wordplay. なぜなら人間は, why is that? Because as for humans, oh boy, 言い訳をしないと生きていけないからね. If don't make good excuses, not able to live. So why do people like wordplay? Why do humans like wordplay? It's because if they can't make good excuses, they can't live. Okay, and they have a friend, I guess. これは, as for this, meaning this, 一人の人間をどこまで大きくできるかの実験? A single human, to what extent of largeness is possible? Experiment. Oh, this is a human. So it's an experiment to see how possibly large one human can become. This part, uh-oh. 逆にそっちはどこまでOh, okay. 逆にそっちは どこまで小さくできるか試してみた? So that's what this is. On the contrary, as for that thing, as for that direction, how small is it possible? Tried experiment. I tried to experiment. How possibly small can a human get? これが人間? This is a human? 順平は死体に慣れてるの? Okay, so as for Junpei, which we never formally got this guy's name, I don't think. So as for Junpei, to corpses becoming accustomed, are you accustomed to corpses? So this guy is asking him this question. どうでしょう? Like how perhaps soup. Okay, he's handing it back over. I don't know if doldisho has some sort of other meaning. Yeah, okay. Okay. Doldisho. It's kind of a non-committal response. Are you accustomed to corpses? Doldisho. How is it? I wonder. それが僕の母だったら鳥まだし? Torimidashi. Okay. That thing, if that thing were my mom, it would be torida midashi. Midashi is to be like, this is take and like be disordered, be chaotic. Torimidasu. To be put into disorder, to be upset. To lose one's self-composure. Yeah, so if that were my mom, I would be upset, I'd lose my self-composure, I'd go to pieces. Mahito-san o niku deita kamoshiremasen? And I guess like hating Mahito-san, probably. I probably hate Mahito, which is this guy. And でも、僕は人間の醜悪さを知ってます. However, as for me, the like wickedness of humans, I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with how wicked humans can be. 醜悪. Ugly, mean, offensive. I'm familiar with the evilness or the ugliness, the meanness of humans. だから他に何も期待してないし。期待, hopes or expectations. Yeah. So that's why from other people don't hold any hopes or expectations. Okay? 他にの死に何も思うところはありません. And as for the place of thinking nothing about the death of other people, it does not exist. I guess like 何も思うところはありません. Thinking nothing about the death of other people, as for that, it does not exist. I guess he's like, he doesn't even just think about it. Like the death of other people then is like meaningless. 無関心こそ, so there's that word again, apathy, indifference. Apathy or indifference itself, 人間の行き着くべき美徳です. Humans going and arriving ought to be toku. Virtue. It's the virtue that humans ought to strive for. To go and, I mean, that's ikitsuku. Yeah, to arrive at, that's where they should end up, to strive for. Saying like you ought to arrive at something. そんな君が復讐ね. That sort of a you is... That sort of a you, it's revenge, isn't it? 矛盾してるって言いたいんですか? Are you wanting to say that I'm doing 矛盾? That I'm being inconsistent? That I'm contradicting myself? Is that what you're saying? He did just go through this whole thing on the previous page about whatever. All right. Junpei wa, as for Junpei, 人に心があると思う? Do you think there is a kokoro in people? Kokoro is a pretty complicated term in Japanese. It's often translated as heart. It can mean like spirit or mind, but go with that kind of. It's not the physical heart. It's the figurative heart, not the literal heart. Do you think the heart exists in people? ないんですか? It doesn't exist? Question mark? Or doesn't exist, I think? Or, yeah. ないよ. No, does not exist. 魂はある? As for souls, that exists, or they exist. でも、それは心じゃない. However, as for that thing, it's not kokoro. Okay, we're getting an image of presumably a tamashi, a soul. I don't know. じゃあ、僕のこの, well then, my... And then he continues. 俺はこの世界で唯一魂の構造を理解してる. Okay. As for me, in this world, soul unique, soul composition, construction, 構造? Yeah, structure, construction, understanding. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so this is a bold claim. As for me, in this world, the soul or unique, soul as in like only, S-O-L-E, soul, S-O-U-L, soul construction understanding. Like I'm the only one that understands how souls are constructed. それに, and what's more, 触れることで, through touching, through the event of touching, 生物の形を変えてるからね. It's why, or it's because I can change the shape of living creatures. Okay, so that's why he touches and he can transmogrify, transform people, living creatures, the shape, because he's claiming that he's the only one that understands how the soul is constructed. But he's also saying that is not kokoro. Okay. Kiro Ayaraku wa subete tamashi no taishu ni yoru mono da. Okay, Kiro Ayaraku are the four like primary emotions, which we saw in Demon Slayer when Tanjiro fights the Kiro Ayaraku. Yeah, joy, anger, pathos, and humor. That was during the blacksmith arc. Yeah, no. Was that the blacksmith arc? Yeah, it was. Kiro Ayaraku wa, yeah, so as for the human emotions, all of the soul's taisha things. Taisha. Renewal? Regeneration. So as for the human emotions, they are the things that are like due to all of the soul's regeneration or renewal. I think that's meaning it's coming from the soul. Kokoro to yobo ni wa, as for the calling of kokoro, ammari ni kikai teki da yo. It's very kikai teki, very mechanical. Yeah, it's very mechanical to call that kokoro. Hito wa, as for people, 目に見えないものを特別に考えすぎる. As for people, things not able to see with the eyes, especially think about too much. So people think about too much, or especially think about too much, especially things that they can't see with the eyes. 見える俺にとって, for me, the thing that's visible, 見える俺にとって, 魂は, as for souls that are visible to me, 肉体と同じで何も特別じゃない. So as for souls that are visible to me, being the same as the physical body, nothing is special. Nothing is special about souls because I see them, they're visible to me the same as the physical body. ただそこにあるだけだ. It's just in that place existing. It just exists there. It's just there. Okay. This is all very deep. わかる? Do you understand? 命に価値や重さなんてないんだよ. To life, value and weight or importance, things like that, they don't exist. Tenshi ni totte no mizu no yoni, like the form of water, or like water from the heavens, like from the heavens to the ground, tenshi. Tenshi means heaven and earth, or nature. Like, I guess this is either the way in which water according to the heavens and the earth, or maybe in nature. Inochi no, so like, or maybe like water is in nature. Inochi mo, life also. Tada meguru dake da. Life just rotates. Now, this is important. This is important. This will not be clear at all to an English audience. This meguru, which means to revolve or turn around, is that kanji kai sen. So this is sorcery, rotating battle, kai sen. This is the kai. That's the meguru. So this was a weird word. This was a strange word to have in the title of the book. So this is a key moment. Class, this will be on the test. And again, meguru, to go around. Hey, Gidori, how's it going? That's interesting. This is my first time reading, so, but I mean, that immediately pops out to me from, I've been waiting to see, like, why this kanji? So, and right, we're getting the philosophy here from the bad guy. He sees life as a cycle, just as a cycle, like water is in nature. And so that's a key thing here. Okay. それは As for that thing, 俺も君も同じ. So as for that thing, meaning the cycle of life, for me and for you, it's the same. 無意味で無価値, without value and without meaning. And this is important. だからこそ何をしてもいい. And that's why, in particular, doing anything is fine. Basically, I can do anything I want, but doing anything is good. Because there's no meaning or value in life. どう生きようと自由なんだ? How the way of living, it's freedom. I guess like live however you want. Okay. 無関心という理想にとらわれてはいけないよ. So again, that's that thing called indifference as a riso, as an ideal. As for being trapped by like an ideal or a concept called indifference, it will not go, meaning you must not be trapped by that or limited. Torawa. Yeah, to be caught or captured, taken prisoner. So you must not be taken prisoner or captured by the idea or the ideal of mukanshin, of indifference. 生き様に異感性なんて必要ない. Okay. Ikizama. Form of existence or a way of life. To that, ikanse. Consistency and things like that are not necessary. There's no reason to be consistent, I guess, towards forms of life. Or maybe the forms that life take. Like don't let that limit you. Which is what he's saying here. Don't let that limit you about the form that life takes. お腹が減ったら, if hungry, if your stomach is empty, 食べるように, like eating, 憎いなら殺せばいい. If it's hating, killing is good. Okay, so in the manner that you eat, if you're hungry, then if you hate or if you don't like something, killing is fine. You can kill it. 俺は順平のすべてを肯定するよ. As for me, everything about Junpei do kote, which is like support. Positive. No, it's, yeah, affirmation. I do affirmation. I affirm everything about you, Junpei. Kusha? Oh, okay. And he crushes the little human there. Very nice. Interesting. Okay, well, that's the end of the scene there. ここ、最近の思想者、変死者、窓による残念の報告をまとめました. Okay, so the recent like missing people and transformed death people. Shiso. Yeah, disappearances. So this place is recent disappearing people and transformed death people. I don't think henshi is really a word. Oh, unnatural death, violent death. There you go. Unnatural, violent death people. As for the recent occurrences, the recent places, like a window, the remnants, the reports of the remnants Oh no. Not like a window. Like due to the window. They have a whole like Intel reporting scheme that they call the Mado, the window. Like according to the Mado, the window, the residual reports of the residuals, like I guess confirmed. Matome collected. Oh, I guess they collected the reports of the residuals from the window. Okay. これである程度、犯人のアジトが縛られます。アジト Oh, hideout. Okay. With, like, through the existence of these things, the criminals' hideout, I guess, have connected? Shiba. Yeah, have like, no, that's not the right shibaru. Shibararemasu. Was it shibo? It's shibo. Oh, to ring out. Ooh. Hey, Corn. How's it going? Okay, narrow it down. To ring out, to narrow down. Like, so with this information, or with this degree of information, have narrowed down the criminal's hideout. How goes? Osh! Norikomo ka? Okay. Like, shall we, I guess, ride? Shall we get on board? Shall we march in, enter? Or let's do that. Another lazy day? Nice, nice. Yeah, no. We're just slowly making our way through the chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. This is going to be another hour chapter. Madamada aru teodo desu. It's still a certain approximation or a certain degree. Watashi wa chousa o tsuzukemasu node. Because I will continue, as for me, I will continue to research or investigate. Itadori-kun ni wa betsu no shigoto o. As for to Itadori-kun, other work. Like I'll give you other work to do. Eigakan ni ita shounen Yoshino Junpei. The boy who was at the movie theater, Yoshino Junpei. Kare wa higaisha to onaji koukou no doukyusei da sou desu. As for Junpei, he is like a fellow. It seems he's a fellow classmate at the same school as the victims. Eigakan no kanshi kamera wa screen ni tsuzuku. Screen ni tsuzuku tsuro no mideshita ga. Okay, so the movie theaters, as for the screen camera, no. As for the observational cameras at the movie theater, screen ni tsuzuku. Continuing to the screen, something to the hallway. Why screen ni tsuzuku? What else can tsuzuku mean? To be unbroken? Lead to or to connect to? To last, to go on. Oh. I don't know why tsuzuku here. deshita. And I'm also not sure about mi deshita. Mi deshita. Okay. How else could we do this? Ekakan no kanshi kamera wa. As for the, again, like, surveillance camera at the movie theater, continues to the screen to something about the hallway. It was maybe like was from the base of the hallway to the screen. The English went with the only cameras were located in the theater's hallway. I'm having trouble with like what this screen nitsutsuku is supposed to be, but okay. Maybe that's why they didn't bother to talk about the screen in the English translation. Tatazumai kara. Tatazumai. The appearance. Tatazumai kara shite, 彼が呪詛師である可能性は低いと考えていました。Okay. I guess like, why karashite? This guy talks funny. Judging from. So judging from appearances or based on appearances, he, meaning Junpei, a cursed user, being a cursed user, as for that possibility, it's low, am thinking. And that makes sense. ただ、被害者と関係があるとなれば話は別です。It's just a relationship with the victims existing. If that exists, as for a story, if that exists of a relationship with the victims, it's something else. It's betsu. Jusoshi, so a curse user. Jusoshi? Akushutsu na jujutsu no koto desu. Oh, okay. So Soshi in this case is, are we going to get a Soshi? We want that? No. Well, we have Juso. Oh, curse. A curse user. Or a curse master. So Jusoshi, a curse master. And then we get, it's the thing of a sorcerer. Akoshitsu, which is a vicious or a malignant. So it's a sorcerer of malignancy, a vicious sorcerer. So that's they're using that in particular meaning, Jusoshi. 手順はイジジ君に任せてあるので。Okay, so as for like the next turn. Yeah, as for the procedure or the protocol to Ichiji-kun, we'll be leaving it. I'm leaving it to Ichiji. Os! Okay. 二人で with the two of you, 吉野純平の調査をお願いします. Please investigate Yoshino Junpei. Okay. Now we get some chicken scratch. Ore, I, Ichichi-san igai no is that Hojo? Hojo no hito shiranee ya. So I, Mr. Ijiji, otherwise is it Hochi? Hojo. Oh, assistant. Assistant person, not familiar with. So as for me, like, I'm not familiar with an assistant person other than Ichichi-san. Yeah, so we've seen this guy multiple times. Well, Itarori-kun ga ikiteru tte, talking about Itarori-kun being alive, and knowing that, shiteru no watashi dake desu kara. It's because I'm the only one that knows that you're alive. He's zen teki ni. Inevitably, certainly. Hitsuzen. I'm not sure why he added that. Okay. Ikuzo! Let's go. Where are we in this? Oh my gosh. All right, we still have 8 pages left. Yeah, this is going to be well over an hour. No bleach today. ある程度ではなく、もう分かっているんですよね? Okay. A certain degree, it's not. Already understanding, isn't it? Yeah, you're already understanding, right? So earlier he said, we know the general location, ある程度. So now he's saying, like, it's not that. It's not just a general location. You already know, don't you? 犯人の居場所, the location of the criminal. もちろん, of course. 犯人はその気になれば残念なんて残さずに現場を立ち去れるはずです。Okay. As for the criminal, if 気になる, like if they were worried, residuals and things like that, without leaving at the scene of the crime, tachi sa. Yeah. Ought to have been able to leave the scene of the crime without leaving residuals and things like that, if they wanted, as for the criminal. 私たちはまた襲い込まれてます. As for us, again, it's like beckoning or being invited. 誘って, 誘い込む. To entice, to tempt, to lure in. 単身乗り込むりは、乗り込むりすくと、simply, 単身? No. Alone? Suku. Why suku? Yeah, okay, so something about suku. Daisuku is a suffix. And it's in katakana, which is a little bit weird. Anyway, something about like marching in alone. Itarori-kun o tsurete iku risku. Oh, it's risku. Okay. So risking entering in alone or risk bringing Itarori-kun. I think that's what risku. Zensha o erande mare desu. The former chose, it's like, I guess it's up until that. Basically, like, I chose the former, entering alone. So he's going to go in alone. Kare wa mada kodomo desu kara. As for him, it's because he's still a kid. And as he says this, Nanami sensei, teacher Nanami, ban. Kiyotsukete ne. Like, watch out, be careful. Wasurete ita. Forgot to say that. Itadori-kun. Watashi wa kyōshoku de wa nai node. Because I'm not a teacher, sensei wa yamete kudasai. As for teacher, please stop. So like, please stop calling me teacher. Ja, Nanamin. Okay, so he calls him Nanamin instead. Okay, Nanamin. Hippatakimasu yo. Will I hippataki? Like, I guess, what, will I hit you? I'm gonna hit you. Okay. So they're going off to investigate Junpei. Imashita was there, or existed. Or I guess there he is. Imashita was there. Are shifuku? Like, oh, the Western clothes? Or, I'm sorry, the civilian clothes. I'm thinking yofuku. The plain clothes? Koko ni wa shibaraku itte inai mitai desu ne. Oh, okay. Plain clothes, meaning he's not in school uniform. So as for in school, for a while not going, it seems. It seems he hasn't been going to school for a while. So that's why he says shifuku. He's like in normal clothes. De, dousu no. Well, like, what are we going to do? Kore o tsukaimasu. We'll use this thing. Kosu? Oh no. Sore jure? Those are cursed spirits? Yo to. Okay, so yo here looks like ha, meaning a fly. If I can find it. I think that's fly. Okay, this is taking too long. Yeah, there we go. Ah, yeah, that's it. All right. Oh, hi. Okay, so this is like fly head. Yoto. 4級にも満たない低級の呪いです。Curses, low-level curses that don't even reach being level 4. 人気のないところに出たら、こいつに彼を襲わせます。Okay, so in a place where the presence of people doesn't exist. So in a place where there's no people, wind goes out to this guy, or by these things, will make attack him. Also, wow means to attack. What else can it mean? Or also to attack, to hunt down, to make a sudden visit. So yeah. So basically, again, when goes out to a place with no people around, will make attack that guy with by these things. Like, huh? Okay, so here's the description of what's going to happen. 1. 呪いを視認できない一般人の場合、イタロリ君が救助してください。Okay, so here's case 1, which is in the case of being a general person that's not able to see curses, Itadori-gun, please do rescue. So please rescue him if he can't see curses, and he's just a normal person. Shinin is just, confirming by sight. Case 2, に、視認できるが対処する術を持たない場合、in the case of, oh boy. Well, hold on. It's like in the case that he's able to see, but like has no technique, no for countering taisho. Taisho. Oh, it's right there. Very first one. Man, one of those days. In the case of not holding or not having a technique for dealing with, but is able to see, 同様にItadori-kunが救助事件当日の聴取をします。同様に in the same way, Itadori-kun, like rescue, and jiken toljitsu, the incident toljitsu, the incident of the appointed day, choshu, like to inquire, will do. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do listening or hearing about the day in question. So save him, and then we'll ask him about the day in question. There's a third case. Jujutsu de yoto o haratta baai, in the case of exercising or purifying the flyheads with sorcery, sokuji kosoku shimasu. Do sokuji, prompt, immediate kosoku. Restriction, restraint. Like restrain him immediately. Chikarazuku, like, I guess it's like using strength. Yeah, with brute force, with all my might, sheer strength. Chikarazuku desu. It is that. Go ni nara, if like a mistake or a misunderstanding, それでいい, that's fine. 後で謝りましょう. And later let's apologize. Okay. Tada, but, 4, case 4. 2級術師以上のポテンシャルが吉野純平にあった場合, in the case that Junpei, more than a second level sorcerer potential, if that exists, if it's the case of that existing in Junpei, that he's greater than a level 2 sorcerer. Ichido hite, temporarily pull back, and Nanami-san to goryu shimasu, and join forces with Mr. Nanami. 2級ならギリなんとかなると思うけどな. Like, if level 2, managing will become, I think. Like, I think I can manage if he's level 2. Jure nara ne. I guess if it were a cursed spirit, you know? Oh, maybe that's him saying, if it were a cursed spirit, like, you know? Okay, so now we're going to get some other further explanation. You can already see where this is going. 以前、Fushiguro-kun が言ってましたね. So earlier, Fushiguro said it, right? 通常、呪霊と同等級の術師が任務に当たると. So normally, sorcerers of the same level with the cursed spirits, to duty is like a assignment of duty of sorcerers to the same level of curse. What that means is, つまり、2級術師は2級呪霊に勝つのが当たり前. As for a level 2 sorcerer, against a level 2 cursed spirit, winning, like, it ought to happen. Atarima, it's obvious. Or it's clear, apparent, that a level 2 sorcerer will win against a level 2 cursed spirit. 2級術師は1級呪霊に近い実力というわけです. As for a level 2 sorcerer, true strength is approaching a level 1 cursed spirit. It's that sort of a reason. So here we see that, right? Here's the cursed spirits. Here's the jutsushi, the sorcerers. Here's the special level, strength, weakness, and we get the different levels. So a level 2 is getting close to a level 1 cursed spirit. So there's a slight offset in this. なんで俺はそういう大事な情報を知らないの? Why ask for me that sort of important information not knowing? お嬢さんが適当だから? Because it's appropriate or proportional to Gojo-san, meaning like that's Gojo. Anyway. That's just a sigh. ここからは車を降りますよ. So as for from here, we're getting out of the car. なんか自作自演みたいで気が乗らないな. Somehow, 自作自演? Okay. 自作自演 means performing a part in one's own play. Doing everything by oneself, a charade. doing everything by himself. And kiga noru is just like to have a feeling. Kiga. Okay, I thought that's what it meant. Huh, okay, I don't know. Well, noranai. Okay, somehow, like doing everything oneself or performing a part one's own play, the mood or the feeling doesn't ride. Okay. The English went with this feels like a bad plan. Somehow. Okay. Well, let's just go with that. All right. Last 2 pages. So back to Nanami. He's in the sewers. 出てくるならさっさとしてください. If like coming out, then please do it quickly. Oh. Uh-oh. Bolta, bolta. Oh, that's his weapon. It's dripping. Bolta, bolta's bolta, bolta. Heavy dripping of blood. 異業手遅れとはいえ Ikkyo. This is like strange shape. Ikkyo. Grotesque. Grotesque. Te okure. Being too late. Belated treatment. Grotesque and belated treatment. As for that, although it's grotesque and belated treatment. Hito o ayameru no wa kibun ga warui. As for killing people, it's creepy. It's gross. Okay, so he's saying there's more of these human mutations down there that what's his name? Mahito has transformed. So that's what he's saying. Like, even though they're grotesque and whatever, he doesn't like, it's creepy, it's gross, killing people. Yeah, yokatta, yokatta. No, I'm glad. Jabu. Gojo Satoru ga kite mo komaru kedo. Like, I guess even if Gojo had come, I'd be in a bad spot. But anmari yowai to jikken ni naranai kara sa. Very much a experimenting with weak will not become. Anmario, like a very excessively weak. Yeah. Okay. Experimenting. Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to experiment with an excessively weak one. Zoo. Zangyo wa kirai no de. Zangyo is, I think, overtime. Like remaining work. Yeah. So if you've got remaining work, you have to have overtime to finish it off. So as for hating overtime, tebayaku sumasemasho. I guess like let's finish this quickly. Tebayaku. Tebayaku. Yeah, quickly. Or let's make this end quickly. Okay. I think that's the end of the chapter. Yep. Oh my. Well, we're not going to do this. Here we go. Suki. no yu taite. Dondake. This is Junpei. Something corner. It might just be more question and answer stuff. Well, here we go. Translate at your own pleasure, own leisure, whatever, as you like. Chapter was already way too long. That was the end of 21, though. We will continue with 22, part 4, next time.